day. From Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacksonville Jaguars.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
He'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football. First down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He's brought down. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down, Bonner. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jaguars ready to go offensively for the first time with Gardner Minshew, former 6th-round pick at QB.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. he's got some breathing room. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
Brings up second down.
On second down, here's Fournette. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 47-yard line.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Neal. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew on the slant. This is Chark. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Minshew to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you've got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
And this one into the hands of DJ Chark.
Complete to DJ Chark.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Here's Minshew. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Minshew. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Jahar Avery. Cam Newton sacked. fumble on the play.
Points 1, 2, and 3 on their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
At their own 29-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's been a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. They'll try the left side. Bonner. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
At the 47-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Fournette, a first down carry. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Minshew sets to throw. And he's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Jacksonville.
From 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it up and through. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Zay Jones with the rest of his offense as they take the field. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Then incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Final shot before the break. Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Minshew, 1st and 10. To Boyle here over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
The 29-yard line.
To throw is Newton. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 3rd down, Bonner. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And that is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. A throw over the middle, taken in. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Henry Ruggs.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
Matthew McCrane on for the PAT. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On 1st down, Bonner. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. That's not good enough, man.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Throwing on second and long. Newton got his man complete over the middle. That's Jenkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. Out of the gun, Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
It's second and 8.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3/4 of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
So third and long, here's Minshew. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now Newton on first down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball
downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bonner, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. In that play, they wound up losing yardage.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. That time, a 9-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll
get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off play action, it's Minshew. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So Cam Newton and his offense down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Newton on first down. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up
now Newton
at the 29-yard line.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 50, Newton. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. It's caught inside the 25. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jags, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.